Welcome back, future viewers. We have some adventure ahead of us, as she said. This is likely to be a short video since we have a town to deal with, but it's a fairly small town with not too many things to do. This is Dragonia, land of dragons, and there don't seem to be a whole lot around here. That's not good news. At least I assume that's the case. I don't know what dragons are like around here. Yeah, quite a variety. The exact same variety we've seen throughout the entire game. Healing seeds are good though, it might be a good idea to grab one. And on someone mobile too. Yeah. Yeah, healing seeds have been available, as I said, throughout the game, and I haven't gotten them until about halfway through Chapter 6 out of 8. I forgot to mention something. I was making fun of invisible items. They do exist in this game. I just haven't bothered to pick them up. They are purely jokes, or at the very most cosmetic stuff. They are no big deal. And that's how I prefer super secret items like that you need a game guide to find. Okay, so they were good dragons. Yep, that's why they're gone, I guess. I forget whether this game explains exactly what happened. Okay, so that's probably all the explanation we're gonna get. And that is the main reason I wanted to promote Balbaroi. Because a broadsword is a fairly late game weapon. Even so, if Balbaroi didn't have the power ring, he'd have some trouble dealing damage to stuff like golems. And even with the ring, I think he's gonna need a level or two that gives him attack power before he can deal significant chunks to them. He'll be good at sneaking behind enemy lines and killing backliners, though. Huh. Do dragons count as heroes? I mean, that's what it looks like from the altar here. And that's why I wanted to promote Pele. The halberd is the best range one weapon for knights. I said last time that I was going to promote Gunts, but I've changed my mind because we only have one halberd, and Gunts is probably the only character I have who can hit hard enough without it to count as one of my power team. If this were any other map, I would say, yeah, sure, promote him right now, get him some experience to make him a true monster. But I need his, ironically, unpromoted strength right now. And I'm also going to be put in a very difficult situation for leveling someone.
Oh.
so mean. Yep, that's the last dragon. And Blue is getting scolded by a kid. Well, I guess they kind of understand each other. Alright. I can't imagine anyone who plays this game who would leave this treasure chest behind. And for good reason. There are not too many of those in the game. Ooh, now this could go either way. Yeah, this is the sort of game where a hero will do something awful in order to save another person. Oh. Or that could happen. That's good too. Blue never breathes fire in-game, by the way. It has the occasional thunder breath. I assume that has sad music because of the problem that Blue presents to us. It is nice that we get a dragon on our hands, but I need to show you the details. But before I do that, we have someone to talk to. Hi there! Oh boy, it was gonna happen sooner or later. Yes, we are now stuck in a sequence where we have to fight Kane. The situation is overall not very good. But first, let's talk to Blue. I'm gonna guess he's not quite as eager to fight as everyone else in the Shining Force. Okay, never mind. Right, let's see what advice you have. Yeah, that's going to help a lot. I don't know why I talk to you about these things. Well, let's check Blue's stats. Oh. Well, you saw the stats of some of the enemies I just had to fight. An attack of 21 is barely enough to hurt anything. So, even gaining one level for a promotion would be difficult, and that would be a bad idea, because then his stats would decrease even further, and I don't know how he would kill anything even with the power ring. So he needs some power levels really fast. I happen to know that Blue is designed so that he gets those power levels really fast, but it's still not going to be easy. Well, I did mention that I was going to do it. Why am I going this far, by the way, for a character who will be such a project? Well, that's because if you're familiar with est characters, Blue is one of those. Someone who you get late, who is at a fairly low level, but has very good growth. In this case, there are other factors. For example, Blue is a flying character who, in theory, gets good stats. It's gonna be a headache. I can't say otherwise, but I want to give it a try. The success is not guaranteed. Huh. Okay. I also want to show Gong attacking at least once, but no promises. I may have to just do it separately and edit it in before I have to replace him. Apparently, the promotion to Great Leader makes your head grow really big. Okay. No wonder he's not wearing a helmet anymore. Wow. I think that's that. Let's take a look at the tactical situation before we call it a day. We never did find out how strong Varios was. We got some gargoyles up here. One of my objectives is to have Blue finish off all three of them, since they're the only enemies on this map that he can even go near. He can also, sort of hurt them. 6 damage. With the right character, I can soften them up enough for Blue to finish them. I'm gonna guess... Maybe Lyle could do it? Or May, possibly as well. But I'd rather have Lyle, since he also needs the experience. At worst, I could send Balbaroy, although I'd rather have him go and help with this lineup. This lineup is very dangerous, because you can move up 2 tiles away and attack with spells, which will help. But if you have anyone move closer, this entire formation goes active and will move and attack freely. And since they have a lot of dangerous attack power, and they remembered to equip their staffs this time, I want to be very careful with my preparation. I especially do not want to kill them all with spells, because I still want to get some levels on at least Luke, maybe one on Pele as well, and definitely more on the Steam Tank. It would also be good for Max to at least get 1 attack on something. I can probably manage that at least. And over here. These guys are going to move out here, and they are also very dangerous because they are all also going to start moving freely if I'm not careful about how I approach them. Kane also is mobile, and look at that. As it is right now, I cannot say with conviction that I have any characters who can survive an attack from Kane. If I'm lucky, he'll use his Sword of Darkness as an item and cast an instant death spell, which has a decent chance of missing. He'll do attacks more often than not, though, and he's difficult to injure, too. I forget whether he has regeneration or not, but I have to assume that he does. Which means I have to build up my heavy hitters some more, and, of course, keep them alive. It's iffy. I can't say otherwise. I will grind if I absolutely have to, but I hope I don't have to, because things get a little bit easier. Not every map in the game has a Kane. In fact, this is... I cannot think of many enemies in the game that have this kind of attack power. So if I can get past this, I'll be okay, but it's perfectly feasible that I might not be able to deal with this and to have to break my no-grind rule. That would be a very sad thing, and I want to avoid it if at all possible. I guess we'll find out if it is at all possible in the next video, huh? So... sit tight. I'm probably the only one who's feeling the suspense here, because I'm the one who's going to have to pull it off. However it goes, we'll see it next time, huh? Later.